Silvan, what do you mean to see?
I mean, like, I can see two screens sharing. I mean, you're sharing a screen, but I can see twice at the same time.
Uh, Interesting. Do screenshot and send me. I'd like to see what you said about. It's weird.
Okay.
I see in my phone only, 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 only. What do I have you see? No, in phone. Now, you pay attention to this picture. This picture is somewhere, besides of mentor, it's somewhere in your Telegram chat, either. Let's close first. Yes, let's open you. You, where you? That we don't need. Так. And it's about panel sizes are now this thing. And you been complaining that you have difficulties, yeah? With some. I need to see this. Like I have many of control of checking of everything. One eye to computer, another eye to phone, in order to understand whether you still see me or not. You see here the picture, and this picture is a symbolic picture of panel, which you need to work with. Right now, what I propose you to do, let's try to do together first couple of tasks. Yes, I have shown you examples. In Mentor, you have here not just explanation of what you need to work with, you also have examples, locating charts, photo assembly methods of this panel. And next one, no, part supply condition, it started with what it started with. It started with explanation of this example. To be frank, it's not ideally correspond to assembly methods that we are going to use at all, and it's not ideally correspond in sizes. It does not correspond in sizes. So first thing we do, we will going to copy task here at all for ourselves. Is it the whole picture? No, it's only like this. Okay, let's do print screen. Let's insert it here. Let's copy down what do we need and everything else. Oh, disappeared. And what we are going to do right now? Look, no first, it's symbolic picture of panel. In order you might imagine it's better to do try to draw simultaneously all the frames and all the strings we have in a piece of panel, even with sizes. In order you may better imagine what it looks like, I even sent you half a dozen of photos of such a panel, starting with this one. So let's imagine that altogether panel looks like something like this. After it was assembled, we have no windows. It's simplified case. Outside, it looks like piece of skin and with lines of rivets in longitudinal direction, in normal direction. And where you see the line of rivets on back side, you have some supporting element. Either it's rim of the frame or it's stringer. Pay attention. Rim of frame or stringer. Frames may be different in these photos. And one more important element, wherever you have intersection, they are not really cross-sected. They are not really joined, maybe. No, that is special case because it's like end of stringer in this place. Wherever you have intersection, you have cutouts in frames. Stringer pass through this cutout, but frame in stringer which are not really contacting. Anyway, they are joined. And how exactly they are joined, it's visible here. Little stiffener part, little L-shaped or T-shaped part, normally it's L-shaped, which we used to call knee in technical meaning. Knee, stringer, frame, and skin. It's arrangement of our frame. But here it's good visible that it's end of stringer, and this end of stringer it's joined to the knee. And by the word, it's also visible that it's Z-shaped stringer, and rim, it's not a rim of frame, it's frame which is assembled from some parts. Так, где мы еще что можем увидеть? Ну, seems like that's it about this panel. Somewhere else I have another photo. No, let it be even like this. No? Anyway, better than nothing. And let's draw together. Panel, skin. We will use different colors in order next we type also and draw everything with different colors. Panel, skin. And how many frames I have wished you, загадала you, 4 frames, да? Ну, let it be long. Ой. Four frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, approximately, да? The top of frame. It has Z shape. Of course, it would be too difficult to draw. Cutout. How many cutouts should be? 8, да? Кошмар. Так. First one is here. It has Z shape. Wait. This Z shape is here. Looks like. I will draw the whole line then, as I have so much cutouts. And next it has something that touching the touching the screen, the skin, the screen, touching the screen, something like this. Hello, hello, are you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
No, I
But
hope you.
you told me 8 cuttings, but how
Yes, yes,
do
let's try.
I,
Let's do together. 8, no? Так, 8 will be. Так, 4 to this place. 4 to that place. Altogether, yes, it's 4. And now approximately in front of them, let's do cutouts. Green one, yeah. Так, 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 вот так. They look like fillets here. You understand that if I haven't drawn it since beginning with these fillets, yeah, and thickness. Thickness looks like that. No, I will not, certainly, I will not draw it with thickness in some other places. Cut for stringer. And now I'm trying to draw something three-dimensional, no? In order you may better imagine. But you are working with two-dimensional pictures. No one force you to do everything in three-dimensional. No, in contrary, I'll be happy if you start using normal technical language at last. I mean, when I say technical language, I mean drawings. No, you are spoiled, children, as I said, no? Not one already. You are spoiled with TV sets, computers, and so on. You have difficulties with normal, no, normal for us, two-dimensional. way to imagine something. Not two-dimensional way to imagine, ability to imagine something that we see only in two-dimensional way. Because we're permanently trained in this, and you, in contrary, retrain it, let it be, untrain it. So comparatively to our generation, you have significant difficulties. What will be with that generation that you will be forced to study? You will have to study also. Some people, you understand it. Yeah? One of you, maybe not one even, is it you the lecturer? For you, it will be even worse. Look, that one, no, maybe it's not much beautiful, but it's rather possible to imagine what it looks like, I would say. Let's remove those. Okay. Next, about stringers also, they may be of extruded profile, they may be made. They may be made of sheet, as we have seen in the photo. But right now, for us, not important. Oi, another color, another, okay, thickness, let it be this. Stringer, which goes through beginning to the end. And certainly, in some places, it would be not visible. Stringer, one line parallel to it. Так, знаете что? Ну, little bit. And one more line. No, they can't be normally visible, all those things. I will draw it even with another color per section, like this. Yeah? And where we have frame, it's of course it's not visible. It must be visible only in a place between frames. Now, let's restore frame in this case. Cut out of frame and top of frame. And to be frank, I need at least one more stringer and at least one more frame. It takes us some period, little bit of time, waiting until I'm drawing. I will not draw stringer in a full manner. I will only place here lines, sorry. 8 stringers. Which comes through these cuts. No, those things that I'm right now drawing for you, I may just imagine in my head. No, I mean, when I draw with those things, I don't need to draw it for myself. No, in some special cases, yes, better to fix something in a paper, no? In order not to overload the memory. how it's good to be a painter and how it's bad to be a bad painter. Так, somehow similar, the first one at least. The one,
Yes, madam.
is it similar, understandable for you? Why do it
Yes,
again?
yes, it is
Understand.
understandable.
Very well. And I will draw one more frame to the next one. In order, we have place where we may draw something, count something between frames, like rivets, for instance. Da? In order, we may do some notes here. And remind me what color and time. Uh-huh. Так, approximately here and here, as I said. Да? L shape. Ой, it's too close. Давайте так. Вот так. Almost cylindrical line. Now to the side of skin the shape. Ой, ну ладно. I, I forgive myself for this night layer pictures. Let's see. I have excused myself for some non-perfect pictures. And let's do some cleaning. Да, difficult. Да. It's better to draw it at once between strangers instead of this. Something like cut out between cut out between. I need to stop time to time. Oh. Бяка, бяка, бяка. Так, и вот тут. Зеленый. Ну, и тут еще. Боже, сколько. Нет, 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 нет. Другой. Вот. Вот. Да, almost finished. No, let it be. No, one span between frames and one span between stringers we're interested in. Look, sizes. Once again, what do we have? Size 3000. No, Z size. Oi, 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 oi. Z size is 3000. No, too much custom values. No, that is visible. Let's propose how much between frames. Look, no, you see, if we have here one more frame, no, it's visible that we have between frames we have three places, let's say, no, one span, second span, third span, and we have little pieces aside. So we may propose, no, altogether we have 3 meters. Да? Let's propose that we have here 80 centimeters. 80. In centimeters, 80. Altogether, it would be, what this one, 2040. And here we have, please count whether I'm correct or not. Am I right?
Yes,
Calculate.
ma'am.
Yes.
Total 3000.
Total 3000. Oh, let's propose. We have no exact design drawing. We need at least something to imagine. Let it be like this. Now, why we at all mention this? Well, in idea of user using in part supply conditions. And now let's propose how many rivets do we have along one stringer between two this span. Each next rivet would little be 2 centimeters, approximately. Now, what you see, step of rivets, mostly it's equal, and approximately it's couple of centimeters. By the word, what do you see right now? What in the skin? What do you see? Pencil, да? There are tracks of so-called marking. Oh, bad or good, we will not say this, да? We will not discuss it right now. You see here is pencil on pen or pencil, no pencil, soft pencil in the skin at the top line where I'm pointing the pointer, shifting the pointer. Not visible. Okay, forget about it. Now, no idea. I hope you got. Now, what distance between holes between rivets is around couple centimeters. Let me give some another distance like 22, but it will be too difficult for us to count. Now, this 80 centimeters divide on 2. How many places for rivets do we have? How many?
For 800 divided by 2, it is 400.
Like along their span, what here, now we have 40 rivets, 40, yeah, 40. In real drawing, you just open drawing and count it. And along this 300 millimeters, how many rivets do you have? 30 centimeters, each 2 centimeter rivet you have. How many? 30 divided on 2.
1, 5, 15.
Exactly, 15. Now, here we have 40. Here we have 40, 40, 40, and 15. 15 rivets. Each time we have to think about those rivets, let's say. Next, we're just talking about design right now. Yeah? 8 stringers, and between stringers also we have, look, between stringers you need to rivet, it's rotated to another side. No, it's visible here. Between, what there, for instance, no? Not best example, let's say, what this place of photo is better in this term, because I will try to find some another place for you where it's not either photoing the places. which somehow difficult for understanding by students, or something interesting in my opinion, да? In my opinion, interesting not the same things that it for you. Сейчас, что вот это такое тоже? It's not, it's just sealant shown. Давайте, а тут плохо видно само фото, а тут, о, great, look, ай, копировать. Мы сейчас просто ее поставим в память времени. Да? Not overlap attention. Look, what for instance, normal free. Here, why they have here double line of rivets? Because it's a doubler plate here, or between windows. No, not even between windows, but between this stringer, you see double line of rivets, and this stringer, double line of rivet. There are unusual stringers here, unusual reinforced stringers, and here is a doubling plate, and that is why it's not regular place. What between window, it's some another place of structure. Most regular for us, that one, what this place, for instance. And approximately we may, no, here in the photo we may see at all how many rivets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rivets in one such place, around 5 rivets. Let's try to propose how many rivets we have in our panel. No, considering the sizes that we gave. 200 foot, like this, it would be, ой, 2000, no? 2000, general size, 2050, the general size of panel. The general size we might divide on. No, to forgive me, I maybe placed them too far, the stringers. On this side, it should be more stringers. Look, how many places do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, да? 7 between 8 stringers, and there are 2 another places, да? 9. No, 8, 9. Let's imagine it comes about 30 centimeters between stringers. Let's imagine. 30, no? 30, and so on. How many times do we have it? 30, 1, 2, 3, not 7, no? 30 on 7, 2001, no? So we have yet 40, no? 400, no?
30 into
Then
7, 210, not 2100.
да? Да, 200 and 100. Why? What is wrong? 2100, да. Ну смотри, Саван, 30.
Ma'am,
Yes. No, it's not millimeters, it's centimeters. Да. Sorry, like this. Да. Not in millimeters. Вот так. Да? In millimeters, 3, no, 30 centimeters between. Count. Count, please. Calculate. Silvanchik, please.
ma'am, please, I'm confused. It is millimeter or centimeter? Because the length
Millimeters.
you,
No, millimeters. Millimeters. 30 centimeters, 300 millimeters.
so the length 300, 800, 800, that is also millimeters. That is not centimeter, right? For
Yes.
3000. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, madam.
Mhm. So what do we have?
200, 300, 300, 300, 200. It will be like 2500, madam.
Да, вот, now it's no, let's imagine that we see such drawing. It's not so long as I showed, да? It seems like it's higher and shorter. It's not, no, I mean, if we consider proportion, it would be not long panel, it will be something like такое. Something like this, да? Almost square one, да? High enough and short enough. It's not so long and beautiful. No, in my picture, it's not beautiful. I'm just, proportion of it's a little bit different. That's why it might confuse you. We're just trying to imagine design drawing. It's false one. I just fake it some data in order to make you to think. That's all. Now, look, this distance, what this place, what such a place, how many rivets it may contain if rivets are placed each 2 centimeters. If we have 30 centimeters and rivets is in a 2 centimeters, we have here 15 rivets. Agree?
Yes, madam.
15 rivets each time we have on these places. No, I mean here, what, in such places. And we have 10 rivets at this place. What it's necessary for when we calculating amount of pilot holes and so on. No, and plus to this we have additional parts. Those additional parts are, let it be like this. Additional parts, they are knees. And these knees, they are somewhere here. With one side, it's touch the frame. With another side, it's like L shape. It's touching the back of stringer. No, what I have drawn, it's not similar at all to whatever. Do forgive me. I will try again. L shape to this side to touch stringer. Something like little brackets. No, because stringer, it's actually goes. It's like this and next like this. Stringer, if I try to draw stringer, да, it has direction here. What? Oh, if I try to draw it like surface, да? Whatsoever, it's too little. No, I hope you have imagined it, and I hope you do remember the pictures that we seen inner element, what, like this, да? But do imagine that here is cut out additionally. By the word, you might see it somewhere in your picture of your frame, where they are passing through, да, the frame. Great. No, not great, but to start. It was only original data. It was only to imagine what it looks like. So we have skin, we have frame, we have and so on. Now we are going to assemble. Now let's go to two-dimensional pictures. Look, before you start drawing this diagram locating chart, first we place here symbolically, да, two-dimensional view of frame, 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 and frame. Так, I will save picture for a while here. Oh, I've saved it. In case I spoil it, I may. Next, we have strangers. Strangers are very big amount. No, in real diagram of coordination or diagram locating chart, you need to draw it one by one, literally. And you need to show what in real one. We're preparing this grid of strangers and frames for ourselves. Fifth one. Sorry, they are not straight. 6, 1, 7, 1. Alvara, good morning. And 8, 1. Something like this. And that one. Let's pair this one also. And you also need a cross-section of it, at least symbolically. What this cross-section looks like, I will draw it in such rotation, orientation, like it was in our explanation about assembly methods. It's not ideally correspond to orientation of view here. So if I draw it like this, it means that I need to show, no, let's say that it's cross-section or cross-section, no? And this cross-section, no, you see, if I cut it like this, it means that skin picture should be oriented. Да? If I cut it to like this main view, that is left view. Да? If I show orientation of view to another side, oh, why? Because I took line instead of brush. If I show this orientation, A, then I may show this picture to another side, like this. When we work with technical drawings, don't forget about that either you show everything in normal design projections, like agreement between designers, no? Between engineers, or you need to detailize information and to explain what side you are watching from. And actually, that one, not in symbolic way, again, I'm showing here the frame. Oh, how thick is it? Frame, yes. Cutouts. So many cutouts. Зачем я попросила столько стрингеров? Why I said 8 stringers? Now I'm sorry about. 6, 1. It must correspond, but in my picture it does not correspond, you understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 more. And actually, I'm going to draw it like that one. It's symbolic, non-symbolic, but it should be also given with, if we show that we see it from this side. One line we might see, another line will be invisible. That side of stranger, it's stranger, no forgive me, frame, it's invisible. Once again, let's pair it aside. There is no place. May you imagine? Somewhere here. No? And now this picture almost ready for showing bases. Now we also, if I were you, no, I would do something like increasing the picture. Let's select one place which is less ugly. Uh, No, maybe that one. Ай, ну где ты? Maybe that one, да? Let's copy this piece, copy it. Here we need to show something like, я же сказала, черную хочу и тоненькую. Something like this should be done. Where you showing the no little bit of view B, now for instance. And somewhere not far from this place, we show in this view B, but we will show it in greater value. No, together with increasing, in my case, has increased the thickness of lines. In your case, of course, thickness of lines will be the same. I hope will be. It's also, it's not compulsory in your case to draw those circular line according to modern rules. You don't need to draw circular line. You just show here it is cross section, which is tear it off. Let's say thin line, very thin line, and something like yeah, it's finished. It's broken, and that is view B. What it for? To show bases and to show some place with stringer, because stringer me in that little picture I'm already not able to show. Don't think that I'm much able here also, but at least I might try. Not let it let it even have stringer and shape here. No, really you have seen in the picture it was Z shaped. Let it be like this. First we will clean the place for stringer. Something like this, in order-dimensional basis. To be frank, even more big, suppose it to be in your picture, at least this one. I mean, scale of this place, even bigger. And also, let's do spare picture. You need couple of different techniques of assembly, each of you. Yeah? What does it mean for you? It means that as you prepare this place, so many cross sections as you need. As only you prepare it such a picture. Yeah? You may draw it already for second time. No, as we have four techniques to talk about. I'm not promised that I will talk about all four of them. Let's place here 4 times this picture. And let's come back. Husband writing something. No? Let's come back to the Telegram group of yours. We have here in photos. Now it's far ago. In photos, we have explanation of assembly methods. Somewhere there we have it. Or by the word, what is it? Okay, until it's downloaded. So one bracket is one of the most often elements in our photo chart. What is it? Not that one, not that one.
In the task, there is a word mentioned as knees, like 8 into 4,
Mhm.
32 knees to be.
I already just have shown you photo of this. That is, look.
Okay, so that is knees.
No, so when I'm explaining this, are you listening? Love you. Look at this. Knee
Ma'am, you
is L
mentioned those are
shape.
like connectors.
Yes, it's connector. It's connecting the structure and frame. You see? You see it?
Yes, ma'am, but
Mhm.
I never
Right.
known that connector and knees are same. That's why I'm asking.
Ah,
I'm listening. I'm not
ah.
not listening.
I'm not talking about design department even, but this damn it needs I mentioned it permanently since July at least. Так, Z1. And do remember, if you do not say that you do not understand something, I can't no, I have no idea that you do not understand something until you do not say it. Да? No in technical meaning. Ну, ни. Ну, совсем уже. L-shaped path. You have, for instance, something. How it's how it's controlled here. Something that something that something that has L-shaped cross-section, yeah? What, for instance, and this something goes along. And something else in transversal direction. I will not even try to draw it much no, chaotic, да? Something else in transversal direction that you need to pass through, like this, like through the gate. Shadow of the path. Yeah? And here you have, as I said, another shape to be joined with. No, like in our case of frame, we have here also some thickness and so on. And you need to pass through this place. But in this case, paths non-joined. Blue one is stringer. That unknown color is frame. Так? And one more part here, which L-shaped. It has one side here and another side. And you see stringers hang it in the air with respect to the frame. Another side attached to the stringer. Now I hope it's more similar to L shape for you. and it's joined to this part and to this part simultaneously. Вот так. Тут надо вот так нарисовать. Да? Is it similar to what do I mean? How you think? I forgot to it. Sivan, does it help you or not?
Yes, ma'am, it helps me, ma'am.
But what? Always
No,
do
but
remember. No, but
no, but
if you see it doesn't work. Great thing. Okay, I will finish it later. If we copy once again, let's copy this one. Let's try it guys. And outline where the me exactly what I did before. Here is one side of me with its thickness that we see into this side. Another side of me, and it has even complex shape. It has joggle here. It's visible, but not much. Like one line here and another line. Look at this place. It's like shadow. No, because it was in a dark place, it's not good visible. Смотри. Once, next lines move a bit to this side, and next it's straight. And rivets. Yes, stringer is here. In this case, stringer do not pass through the frame. That the only difference. And frame is here. Frame joined with skin on that side. That is why it's not visible. Ой, cutout should be something like this. Yeah? Here is cutout of frame and the end of frame. Let it be. Mhm. End of stringer. No, do compare these two pictures. Sorry. Sylvan,
yes, ma'am, I already compared it, and that's why I told I have no but.
что but? Say me what is but?
No buts. I'm
No
clear.
but. Okay. You clear. The picture is clear. Doesn't matter. Forget about. Так, September, October. Oh, look, we even have found something useful. Occasionally. It's not occasion, of course. It's a destiny. Yeah? You see this frame, but it's only prepared for bending. It's not bent. And now it's not bent and place it to the forming die. We've seen those in movie during summer practical day training. I explained it. No? By the word, this man does not comply the rules of safety at the enterprise. Look, he's in shorts. It's forbidden. In workshops, it's supposed to be long trousers and long sleeves. Because if you're working with metal, it's maybe metal scraps. It's maybe yes, in hot country, it's like seems like it's a bit not convenient, but safety rules says that say rules say that skin should be covered under clothes. It's just what. And now you see it's already bent. Yeah? They have not Z shape, they have they call it C shape, also with flanges and so on. It's what it's visible here. what I'm trying to draw, it's very good visible right now in this frame. Yes, yes. Sylvan keeping silence. It means that Sylvan is not agree with me. Yeah, sorry. Oi, I hope it's not the picture that I meant. Thanks. I'm not not good today. I'm apart. Diagrams of coordination, techniques of assembly, where they disappear. It is then the techniques of assembly. Methods of assembly. You have pictures. А вот он. Это ужас какой-то. Перейти к сообщению. Так, let's do a note for ourselves. Yeah. Look, what does it mean assembling by skin? But somewhere aside, let's place it. And let's try to repeat the same for this panel, but we will try to accompany it with basis, this explanation. What does it mean, assembling by skin, for us now? First, we have locator of G, which is outside of skin. And we are going to place skin by outer surface to this orange locator. I hope everyone have recollected this. How to show it in a picture? We have special signs. I will use them on different colors in order we might see what this sign is related to. We have sign to show like this, outer size, no? Somewhere. No, let's imagine that we show it somewhere here also, in order to explain that we have locator outside. Literally, that is mean locator. But in this case, still this thing, it's may no flow, let's say, да, in this direction. It's not clear where is it. And there are some ways to solve this problem. One way is on the surface of locator, it would be special hairline and it would be written edge of skin. Да? One way. Another way we just have seen, and the most often way, we have seen it now in photos of panel. Where is this photos of panel? Too far. Ух, так, вот так еще раз зайдем. Pay attention to the photo of panel. What do you see? Do we see these things? No, those things. What they are for? They are might be used during manufacturing of skin as pinholes. For instance, skin somehow is fixed on tooling during manufacturing. No, in this particular case of cylindrical skin, it's not necessary for bending because bending is was by rolling machine. It's not a problem at all. No, there is no need in those holes. These holes may be used for transportation of panel. There are hooks which are joined to this place, just something like thick wires. And these thick wired hooks, they are necessary to transport panel. Panel is all in those fastens, might be from different sides. You may hang it onto these holes. One variant, such holes might be used during assembling. Not all of them at once, but they may be used during assembling as bases, so-called coordinate fixing holes or base holes. As you have no such holes, they are not permitted by designer in structure itself, like it might be in a rivet or in a frame. They are not given by designer. You have no right to perforate skin in this case. That is why you may do, it's called allowance, literally put this skin. If you watch it from other side, you see it's painted with different colors. And one rather thick area in the skin, approximately in real, it's like this one, but outside of edges here. No, that this thing is not necessary, I hope you do remember. It's only for stiffening the skin during manufacturing. This side, at least, for this piece alone. There are so-called extra places, allowance, which used in manufacturing for different purposes. No, maybe for compensation, maybe it has, as I said, in stiffening purpose like this one. Yeah? Maybe it's necessary to compensate user assembly errors, just to make sure that panels will be close to each other, overlapped, instead of having big gaps. I hope you do remember the same trick we have in the last laboratory work when part dimensional chain is calculated for overlapping or for non-overlapping how the gap in with gap. Little bracket is calculated in such a way that it always has gap. Here, in contrary, in order to make sure that, to be sure that during manufacturing, if even we do mistakes somewhere, we have not spoiled the whole panel of aircraft or the whole compartment, we have not done something shorter. We would better do it longer for a couple of centimeters, and we lost this couple of centimeters of material next, like it would be sent to scrap. But we are sure that we have not spoiled the whole panel. Look, next, come back to that story. Yeah? Either we place here one more locator aside, like this one. It's possible, as we have locator, uh, it's possible to show one more sign of skin like this to the skin. Yeah? And it means that to locator, we place its skin to the edge. On the locator, we have, let's come back to this picture. On locator, we have somewhere hairline, and this hairline show where to place skin. And also in this direction. And it's already interesting. How many locators do we have along skin lines? What now locators I will show symbolically with, I will not show them exactly through all the panel, but not like this. No? Look, how many locators do we have if we assemble something by skin? 3 meters. I trust it's enough to have 3 locators. I said you when it comes about the locating to the outer contour, distance between locators typically no less than meter, even greater. So for this rather short panel, it would be approximately 3 locators. Now I will remove what I did and show it thicker, but in more short way. One locator is somewhere here, but it's not. No, do you imagine it's locator outside of skin? This one, orange one. But look, even in this group, we have photo of panel, or something like this. That's the line of locators. But that is locating by inner frame. What that is panel jig for locating either by CFH or by inner, not by inner surface of frame, by airframe, by elements of skeleton. No, it means that frames are located the first, and for each frame you are placing here the special locator. If you start row with technique locating by skin, by outer surface of skin, locators you have approximately at the distance 1 meter. The whole length of our panel is 3 meters. So if we place locator on some distance, like what we said here, it's 30 centimeter, 50 centimeter from this side, 50 centimeter from this side. It means between two locators now we have 270 centimeters. Yeah? And if we place one more locator somewhere here in the middle, between these locators, it's 1 meter and 20 centimeter, approximately 1 meter 35 centimeter. It's enough to have 3 locators for this panel. Question is how to understand where skin in this direction. Look, oh, not look. What I have already shown it. So one propositions. How to understand where skin should be in such a direction. Locators, they are a little bit aside from edges of skin, typically. No answer. Okay, in order to waste time less, once again, let's come back to this picture of panel. In Telegram, not to this one. We need to open your very own. And I lost the photo of panel again. Oh, we have it here. Let's come back to this photo. Look how they might solve this problem. In a jig, we have additional locators. For instance, let's imagine that jig locator looks like, no, above the, it looks like a thick plate. No, sorry, not much beautiful. And in order to correspond to the pictures that I have shown you, the panel, to that one, yeah? And it's a thick plate. Oh, I need another curve with some thickness. It's somehow similar story like it was about this knee. We might join a little bracket here. There are no colors already. Okay, let it be brown. And this little bracket, it would be joined one side to locator, and another side it's in this direction. Here is it joined with bolts, for instance, and here it has a hole. And such a hole is, yeah, very beautiful. Such a hole is it's so-called CFH or BH hole. Let's give name to it. Either it's CFH or it's BH. How to show it here? No, once again remind you, this orange thing, brown thing, you don't need to show in locating chart. What I draw now, auxiliary elements, yeah, it's not necessary for you in locating chart. I'm just trying to explain you something, not more. But for instance, here and somewhere here and here, you have additional brackets. Moreover, let's draw it rectangular one, like this. Bracket, bracket, and bracket here with hole. What does it mean for you? It means that your skin supposed to have here additional allowance. Moreover, it might be even have additional allowance along all the skin from all the sides. And here it has additional allowance. No, in general, the picture of skin then looks like this. Sorry, size of course too much big. And in this case, it means that we already don't need this base. If we're going to use those holes, the edge of skin on locator you're already not interested in. You might place it here, but it's already not interested. And in such a place, we normally show line to scene, no? A line, and from side of hole to the material, we show base and type here. No, if you'd like BH, if you'd like CFH, let it be CFH or BH. It's a hole that necessary temporary for locating, and in manufacturing also it might be used for transportation, as I said. When you bind it during oxidation, you hang it onto these holes, and so on. Technological holes which are used for different purposes. CFH. From hole to material. Here, from hole to material. We show signs or bases. The raw locating of the skin. In case, once again, in case we're using such technique, locator of outer contour, and we locate skin by outer surface of skin to the inner surface of locator. Skin would be, I no promise that it will be somehow similar at all. Skin would be somewhere here. Skin has this extra piece, and skin goes along, along locator like this. And so on. How it's simple to draw everything in blackboard and how it's complicated to draw in computer. No, approximately locating of skin looks like this. Once again, by basis, we show it by signs of basis, outer signs to the surface of skin here. No? In case we're using BH, that sign we already don't need. Agree? No, agree, not agree. It's like this. And no, I will remove all this extra questions. Let it be that make you to notice signs only. Next part, that was the first part. Next part, frame. What about frame? Frame located with surface to the skin. No, as you understand, it might find its position by skin. And also, no, pay attention. Locators do not coincide with position of frames at all. Also, we need to show the sign of locator to the skin. From side of skin, I have drawn additional line right now on purpose. Yeah? In this enlarged picture, it's maybe possible to show more simple like this, but yet the same problem, guys. Skin has no any element where to explain, where to place frame in this direction and in that direction. What is the most possible, most obvious decision? Assembly holes. Let's appoint assembly holes, for instance, here and there in a frame. In another one here and there. Once again, remember that they should be in different places. No, seems like in different places. To be frank, when it's regular panel and all the frames are identical in shape, uh, line of holes, they are also not like lines of holes. They are also identical. Let it be, I did something like this. No? And now I need to show signs also. And type it assembly hole, assembly hole. Look, is it enough to have couple of assembly hole in this panel or not? Let's come back to sizes. General size here is 2050. What is the minimum possible distance recommended between assembly holes? 700, 900 millimeters. If I place one assembly hole somewhere here and another somewhere here, let's count the size between them. So one, I need your help, please. 30 plus. So one, are you with me at all?
Yeah, I'm here.
Now let's count together. Look, one assembly hole is somewhere. What? Where you see one tick, no? And another is here. No, general distance between them. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 300 multiply on 4. 1
1,200.
meter, 1 meter, 20 centimeters. 1 meter, 20 centimeters, and moreover, it's somewhere in the middle of next span, да? And next span. It's like 1.5 meters already. Yes? And what
Yes.
is the minimum recommended? 900. It's enough to have here two assembly holes, or we need the third one.
We need third one.
Yes. So let's place everywhere the third assembly hole. I mean everywhere in frames. In each frame you need. I do it approximately on equal spaces. Да? That one it's too far from each. No, let it be. And don't forget that you need to show each of them with sign, sorry, with sign and writing assembly hole. No, time to time you might meet it like they are collected, like something like this in a diagram and are shown like this, assembly hole and sign of this. Also possible. If you have dozens of them, да, to type for each of them separately, this assembly hole, too complicated. And to be frank, suppose it to be shown also there, at least in the view of axis, it's shown. Not if we have cross section, for instance, and we understand that we see this frame, that between first and second, very convenient. I place it here, this side of skin base, let it be. No, not let it be. I will remove it. I will replace it a bit. Also, I forgot to show in this cross section one more base for skin. I will try to change situation right now. Yeah. Let it be here. We have skin outer surface base, and somewhere here we have also axis that correspond to the edge. Yeah? Aside of real skin in a lowlands here we have the edge. Next, look, come back to the frame. Assembly hole. One assembly hole between first and second stringer. We show here assembly hole, another one in a span tab, assembly hole. Oh, and that one, two, third span down, one, two, somewhere here. Oh, great. It's exactly in our cross section. Very convenient. Assembly hole. And in cross section, in enlarged place, if it's this place, what we suppose it also to show? It should be hatching shown in such a place. Why I'm cleaning, because I hope you do remember when I enlarge it, mine's automatically have enlarged. Yeah. And skin, which is also shown with double line here. No, like it has thickness, yes. In cross section, in real cross section, it's supposed to have thickness. Let's show that we have broken view here, broken view, some place like a hole. Hole. Here we have also broken view, and some place which is a hole thickness. Diameter of hole in my case does not ideally correspond, sorry, but it's not the only imperfection here. So hatching, oh, hatching is too thick, sorry, hatching. What here is we show that we have hatching, and the same for skin, we have hatching, and we show sign of base at last. That is long thickness. Base and assembly hole. When you do it in a paper, everything is much more simple and more convenient. Comparatively to what I do right now, in a paper it's more simple. Так, respectable. Strangers. What about strangers? No, I'm afraid to understand it's the same story. Strangers are going to locate by assembly holes. The only matter that you need to solve, how many assembly holes you need in each stranger. In my idea, what in my opinion, here it should be at least 4 assembly holes. If you do remember that we have 3, no, in centimeters now, 300 centimeters, да? 3 meters. And you need assembly holes on distance
Ma'am,
approximately. Ah,
please do mention one in meter or centimeter or millimeter, because if you're changing always, it is confusing. Please.
Okay, then I not type it. I'm just remind you that you have panel length 3 meter or 3000 millimeters. How many assembly holes you propose to place there?
4.
No, let it be 4. 4, it's already too much, but 3, it's a little bit not enough for 3 meters. No, it's maybe 3, it's maybe 4. Depends on you, how you will decide.
I would go
Let it
for
be 4.
4 because it will
Okay.
be more comfortable.
No, да, but you do remember that each next hole it's increases the cost of work, да? It's not compulsory resulted in the increasing of accuracy. In contrary, maybe there is opportunity that the more holes, the more opportunity, more probability some of them do not coincide. But when you assemble it, yet when you just locate the parts during the locating procedure, if one hole is like additional extra hole, it would be better in its increased stiffness of your structure because one more clump you insert into this hole. Let it be 4 holes in each stringer. And it means that we are going to show somehow these 2 assembly holes. I don't know how to show it. No, let it be one is here, another is somewhere here, here, and here. And let's show signs like from hole to material assembly hole. Да? Please, got tired already to draw like this. I do not say that it's ideally correct to show it like this. Let it be 4 in stringer, and in next stringer, in next stringer, and next stringer, each stringer has 4 holes. No, like stringer holes. They are literally all the skin seems like perforated with this. Yes, very ugly. Wait a second. Somewhere here, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth, sixth, seven, and eight. Oh, uh, let's take it as it was stringers, no? And somewhere else we had also the frames. Wait, how many frames do we have? 4, да? So one. How many frames?
Yeah, 4 frames. But ma'am, why do we make the holes zigzag, not in a straight line?
I'm already explaining it sometimes. Right now, it's not zigzag. One stringer, look, one stringer, it's here. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Do you imagine that you might occasionally, no, if you have a little bit different stringers, mix up and instead of this stringer, you will place, no, instead to this place, you will try to place it somewhere here. Да? Now, look, here is the stringer, for instance. Да? Вот, now, wait, sorry. It's the part, stringer. And you are trying to join it to the wrong place. You are trying to join it to this assembly holes, you see, to this place. Visible?
Yes.
Look, holes do not coincide. It's so-called foolproofness. Usually assembly holes, in case structure is regular, assembly holes may be placed like along in row lines like a grid. If structure is regular, if all the stringers, they are completely the same, and if you occasionally mix up one stringer and another, nothing wrong happened in structural meaning. But once again, look onto the let me to finish this template holes here, and I will come back to the photo. It takes me a lot of time each time to adjust the scale. Так, ну вот let it be somewhere here we have frame. I know that it's not here, approximately, just I did picture in such a way that it's difficult to place it somewhere else. And also it should be a little bit shifted. Look, that one is extra. Look onto this photo. Not all the stringers are completely the same. I hope you do remember. I'm trying to increase it and I'm losing it. When I increase it, I do not understand where to move to for searching the photo. Here is. No. Here is. Да? I hope it's visible for you that not everything is ideally the same. Look, somewhere it's double line. But around the door, there is so-called doubler plate. It's visible also with double line, look like it's outlined at the contour with double lines of rivets. Somewhere you have reinforced stringer. Somewhere you have simple stringer. Where it was visible reinforced, not in this photo, it was greatly visible. Not in this photo, but I lost it again. Here it is. Look, да, into this photo. Do you see? Somewhere you have regular place, what? Here, да? Here. There are so-called regular places. And somewhere you have irregular place. Look, double line of stringers. Why? Because here you have reinforced stringer. Not that one. That is simple one. No, reinforced is here at the under the window. Here is its visible doubling plate, visible for me. Вот along this line копировать. Так, а где мы были вообще? Давай мы вот так сделаем сейчас. Вот так. Ответить. Итак, ага. Перейти к сообщению. Вот так. И ответить. No, besides of knee, what is visible here? And besides of the end of stringer, beginning of the frame, so look at this, please. What here? No? What do you see here? Really, in cross section, at this place they have one skin, and it goes along. And here they have one more skin. It's so-called doubling plate. It's somehow similar to what you have in your. There are two skins here. It's a thickness of another skin, and they what? This place, it's covered with hermet sealant. Так, сейчас, подожди. They have one piece of skin. And where they have cutouts, windows, they applied here one more piece of skin. So here skin thickness, skin with some thickness. And in this place, they have additional sheet of material. twice, да? Thickness is twice greater than. And around of them, they use helmet, like to smooth this place, to cover this place, in case they have gaps there between two skins. Now it's covered with sealant. We see exactly this place in a photo. А что это? А что ничего не видно? Because, да. What do we see? We see double skin here. This place. Учитесь читать чертежи. Учитесь видеть то, что вам... Ну, я не знаю, как что вам это объяснить. No idea how to explain those things, how to make you to understand those things that you start studying somewhere the first year and continue during 3 years online studying. Так, and let's come back to this place. Once again, we were going to work with 4 methods, but we still have done the only one by now, because it takes me a lot of additional time. No, explanation of elementary things. I'm not complaining. I think it's better if you honestly say that you do not understand something. It would be better. In case you try to hide the fact that you do not understand, and I continue to explain without your understanding, I'm just wasting my time and yours. So better if you say, I don't get it, I need more explanation. It's okay. I'm not mad. Got it, Silvan?
Got it, madam. I understand. Until now, I understand everything.
I hope. Actually, we do it whatever we do, that we do to make each of you understand better those things. Not even, no, maybe no one of you will be next engineer these engineers. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, any effort which make you to think, to develop your brains, especially until you're young, any effort is useful. So let's continue our efforts, however difficult they are. Look, right now I'm trying to adjust picture a bit, and what I propose you to do right now, interrupt the record at least, and we will do a break for 15 minutes. Okay? Так, ну, that one, let it be here yet. Так, interrupt record, остановить, interrupt